Hey there, Wetheads. Hey there, Groomzilla fans. This is Dan and Eric again coming to you. Before we get into the show today, we want to take a quick moment to tell you about another great podcast that we love. It's called Lady to Lady, and it's a podcast hosted by our friends, our former guests, and comedians Barbara Gray, Brandy Posey, and Tess Parker. Eric, tell them all about Lady to Lady. It's just the best.
It's easy. Each week, Barbara, Brandy, and Tess are joined by a guest for an unfiltered session of sleepover games, pop culture discussion, and hilarious admissions, especially from Tess. Each episode ends with the earnest advice segment, Lady Problems. That's my favorite part.
I love Lady Problems. Lady to Lady's guests include some of the most impressive comedy writers and performers working today. Past guests include Margaret Cho, Aisha Tyler, Karen Kilgariff, Rachel Bloom, Guy Branum, and Barbara's teenage crush, French Stewart. That's just the kind of show they are, Eric. That's Lady to Lady.
You know what else Lady to Lady does? It particularly showcases the vast wealth of female identifying artists working today. In addition to being a ridiculous and funny podcast, Lady to Lady encourages its listeners to be their bravest, best, and most honest selves. Barbara, Brandy, and Tess have an infectious friendship, Dan.
Just like
I don't like ours. No, it's better than ours because it's real.
All right.
And listening to Lady is like having BFFs that live in your headphones.
Get into it. I love Lady to Lady. Get it wherever you get podcasts. Eric, what do you think about that copy read? We did okay, right?
I think we did great. I love Lady to Lady, and it's way better than Groomzilla's.
Holy butt.
Forever. Dog.
From the spacious Forever Dog Studios in Los Angeles, California, and the satellite Forever Dog Studios in Baltimore, Maryland,
This is Groomzilla.
and now your hosts, Dan and Eric. Hi.
Welcome, Wetheads. Thank you for listening.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
missed
God.
me.
Can I just say thank you? Thank you.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Eric.
Dan.
Oh.
Dan, hi. I don't even have time to talk right
my
now.
God.
Is it already time for first impressions? What is
No,
this?
that's kind of what we've been doing the past couple of weeks, though. We start
Yeah.
in fun little voices. We break it in.
Yeah.
We get loose. We shake
Yeah.
off the cobwebs.
Yeah.
How are you, bud? Welcome to Groomzilla's, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Dan.
Thank you for joining us, Wetheads. This is the only wedding planning podcast by grooms, for grooms, and everyone in between.
In between.
Welcome back.
It's for everyone.
We got a great. It's for everyone. No one's excluded. Well, some people
No
are.
one's excluded.
If they're
We're just two dudes, two grooms with bad tudes.
two grooms with good tudes, buddy.
Yeah, right. See, you just negged me. That you have a bad tude.
You're crazy right now. I'm gonna gaslight you. Thank you for joining us. We got a great show this week. On the big show this week, we got another married couple in house. Eric, this is
Just the two.
the third time we've had
Just the two.
both man and wife, both parts of the relationship in the studio together. And I got to say,
Yeah.
this was a good talk because, well, we didn't record.
Yeah.
We've done this 3 times. We didn't record one of them because we are idiots.
What are you talking about?
No, we don't talk about Denver. We don't talk about what happened in Denver
Oh,
unless it's
you don't want.
unless
You don't want to talk about that place. There is no God. There is no God in that place.
yeah, we don't talk about it except for every week on the show when we remind everyone how stupid we are. But Matt Peters and Susan Burke on the show today. They are married. They are together. They are both on the show together at the same time.
Dynamic.
Very exciting.
They're a dynamic power couple.
Oh.
That's what a power couple to me.
Big time Hollywood power couple. And we have a lot of fun. Stick around. We're going to be playing the Newlywed Game again, which that's the Price is Right. That's fine though.
Oh, yeah.
We're having fun. So stick around for that. It's
Price
great.
is wrong.
It's a great conversation. Eric, how are you this week? The Dodgers, just a little behind the curtain right now. We're recording this during Game 1 of the World Series.
Wait a minute. Are we going behind? Wait.
Yeah.
Are we going behind the curtain?
You want to take a peek?
Behind the curtain.
Oh, let's open up the behind the curtain segment. Play that music, please. Sound tech, Alec.
Where we are going, there's not going to be any roads. There's only going to be curtains.
Wow.
I wanted to do sometimes I wish I was a radio.
You sounded
Sometimes I
like
wish
the guy from Fantasy Island. You sounded like.
Dude, I watched that movie.
I know. That's why it's on. I was watching some of it too. That's what made me think about
Perfect. Did you watch the whole thing?
it. No.
I watched it on my birthday. Thanks for texting me, by the way.
Happy belated, buddy.
Okay. You just stopped texting me. You just don't like texting me anymore.
What are you talking
Is that
about?
what it is? You don't text me anymore. You didn't text me on my birthday. I had to watch that fucking.
I texted you happy birthday and you didn't respond.
That's not true.
I can show you.
You did not text me happy birthday.
I'm showing you right now. Sunday, 7:13. Can you see that? I'm showing him in the G chat.
I can't see it. I can't
Not the
see
G
it.
chat.
I didn't get that text. I did not get that text.
Did you get the Kershaw one below it?
What is that picture? What is that before?
That's him working out in Fenway all by himself.
I didn't get that.
What's going on with the service over there in the satellite Forever Dog Studios in Baltimore, Maryland? You're not getting my texts anymore?
I'm sitting over here depressed on my birthday watching this damn Hervey movie for no reason. Depressed as all get out.
I came in, it would have been 10:13 p.m. your time. I said, happy birthday, boy. That's all I said.
10:13 p.m. or a.m.?
p.m.
Oh, wow. Okay, see, my phone died, and then...
Okay, so this is your fault.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, of course it's my fault. Everything.
We're going behind the curtain big time here. I'm glad we opened up with that music. But yeah, we're recording during
behind the curtain. See, I wish I could just do I wish I could open my mouth and a bunch of old clips from old movies would come out, and they would be perfect.
Not for the podcast format, but yeah, it would be perfect for me.
Yeah. No, I mean just for the behind the curtain entrance.
Behind the curtain, yeah.
Yeah, for the intro. I mean.
Right. Well, we're already into it, and we are we're backstage right now, and we're talking Hervey.
They don't want to see behind here. It's a fucking mess. There's rappers
Pay no attention to the Get back out in front of the curtain, ladies and gentlemen. Groomzilla's wet heads.
You got your surfboard back here. You're always rubbing it with your sex wax.
I'm gonna take it up one day. I don't want to sell it. I think I might hit some swells at some point.
I'm definitely gonna surf at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna die surfing, actually.
Okay. You heard it here first. That's a Groomzilla's exclusive.
When do you think you'll die? I think it's going to be April 2024.
420. You going to be high as a kite?
420 224 and then I'm going to be surfing with my eldest son,
wow.
Hervey Jr.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He'll only be 5, but he's out there in those swells, 5 or 6.
Actually, he's 19. We adopted him.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
I adopt. Yeah, early in 2023, I adopt a 7.
I used to have a joke. I've always wanted a 14-year-old ward.
Me too.
I just take home.
Let me just guide you.
Yeah.
Let me just bring you home.
Yeah. Listen, kids, sleep on the couch of the 1-bedroom apartment I share with my wife, and we're gonna look after you. You're with us now.
You're good. You're good.
You got anything going on? Should we get into our bits for the week and open up the show?
You mean emotionally or what?
Tell me where you're at. Let's check in. How's Eric? How was your birthday? You're the big 3-6. Sorry if you're trying to keep that a secret. Big 3-6.
3-6. No. Everyone. I mean, if you go to my Wikipedia page, my age is all over the place. A lot of people think I'm 50.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said 19.
No. Nobody's.
Oh, I just said 19.
Yeah. Nobody's saying that.
And then, my birthday was okay. I'm not that depressed about it. I am a loser, but I'm going to be a loser whether I'm 35 or 36.
Here we go. Take it easy on yourself. It was your birthday.
No, I suck. But I had a very my tall sparkling wife, Drew Kashgarian, much like Clayton Kershaw, really stepped it up this postseason.
Yeah,
knocked it out of the park.
Putting in the work.
Put in the work. Took me to the movies. Took me to Barnes and Noble. I like to go to Barnes and Noble. Got a great book, Parker Posey's book.
Okay.
You're on an airplane. It's her memoirs.
All right.
But she says the emphasis is on a me, so it's like a memoir. That's very funny. Yeah. How are you doing? That's me. I mean, whatever.
I'm good, man. I'm
gonna be me.
I'm just being me. Nothing new to report. I have a fun impression. Once we get to first impressions this week,
let's just get into it. Let's just get into first.
Okay, let's get it. Open up, Alec. Hey, Alec.
Yeah.
Open it up, buddy. Open up the first impression song.
We're rocking.
Alec is such a good. Oh, that's a good song. Good choice, man.
The first impressions.
That's a nice needle drop. Welcome to First Impressions. This has nothing to do with weddings. Is this a wedding planning podcast anymore? Who cares? You're having fun. Eric?
It definitely is.
Yeah, we talk weddings with the guests, which, by the way, coming up later, Matt Peters, Susan Burke. Stick around. You got anything this week? You got an impression? Who are you going to do?
Let me go first. This one.
You already sort of did Hervé, so if you can bring me a little more Hervé, that'd be fun. But do what you were going to do. I don't want to get in the way.
May God rest his tiny soul. I'm not doing Hervé. I mean, my takeaway from that after watching. Can I just talk about Hervé a little bit?
I guess everyone's seen it.
Hervé is the guy. He's played tattoo in
yeah.
Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Met a horrible demise.
Did he commit suicide?
He committed suicide.
Yeah, that's sad.
And he had a really sad kind of, obviously he committed suicide and it got really bad, got really dark. And I watched that Andre the Giant documentary, right?
Yeah.
So I watched this Andre the Giant documentary, and his body just gave out on him, but his spirit was very strong.
A bit broken too.
But he got sad too.
Yeah.
And I think he just needed a friend who could understand. And I think Hervé did too.
Yeah.
And here's what I'm thinking: one's a giant.
I understand where you're going. One's a giant,
and the other one's little.
The other one's a dwarf.
And he liked being called dwarf. He actually preferred.
I think dwarfs do. Yeah, that's why I said dwarf.
No. I'm sorry. He preferred midget.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's on record as saying he preferred midget to dwarf.
Yeah, they should have been friends. They could.
What if they were friends?
Yeah.
What if they had become friends?
Yeah.
What if through all that bullshit in the 70s, one too big, one too little?
Mm-hmm. But their friendship was just right.
So I guess my first impression this week isn't really an impression, but it's my first impression of, I don't know, emotional I don't know. I don't feel so linear this week.
Okay.
And I'm feeling like really all over the place. I'm 36.
Yeah.
My tits are saggy.
Oh,
I feel ugly every day.
Geez.
I'm never going to get a fucking commercial.
Eric.
So, I mean, that's where I'm at. And maybe, I don't know. If you're out there and you're feeling too little or too big, maybe find someone out there who can balance.
Hold on.
You
This
out.
is not an impression in any way, shape, or form.
It's my first impression of a movie.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it. Let's check with the judges. They're shaking their.
Ding.
There's
Allows
a lot
it.
of them.
Okay, what about
Most
you?
of them
Do
are
you have
shaking
an
their
actual?
heads.
You have a standard linear.
Yeah. Well, it's our terrible dipshit president, unfortunately, and a lot of people are doing their Trumps. Everybody's working on their Trumps. Most of them are terrible. Mine will probably be no different. But this,
You're a talented person. You're a mimic. You're a born mimic.
I'm not really a voice guy.
No,
Not
you're
really
not
a
at all.
voice
You
guy.
just do yourself. You just always just sound like you.
I just know that I can do the Joker, which I wouldn't know what to do with it if I got it. Yeah, I can do that. But that's just standard. That's not my first impression.
You know what it sounds like now? I think it sounds like Mickey. Now you're just kind of in the Mickey territory.
You what? You want to know how I got these scars?
Whoa. Have you seen the statue at Disneyland where?
Let me do my
Mickey's
damn
nose?
Trump.
Okay. But there's a statue. Wait, just really fast
Okay,
before you do your Trump. There's a statue at Disneyland, and it's of Mickey and Walt. And
right in the middle.
If you're looking at it from Frontierland, it looks like Mickey's nose is Walt's.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to say it.
Wow. Really dragging down the. Come on, we're not going.
The beanie.
The peen? The Walty
The
peen?
beanie.
Okay, you ready for my Trump?
Beanie. Yeah.
Jabs.
What word are you saying?
Jabs.
Jebs?
Jabs.
Debs?
Jabs. Millions and millions of jabs.
Japs. You're saying Japs?
No, I'm not saying. You can't say that.
Oh my God.
No. I'm saying jobs. The dipshit always says jobs, and I hate the way he says jabs.
Oh, because he's making jobs. He didn't do it.
Jabs.
Obama didn't. He's just taking credit for it.
Listen, millions. That's one word. I got to keep it to one word. Jabs. That's my first impression. Are you done? Let's close up the bag. Alec, close up the bag. All right. Thanks, Alec. Alec is so young and vivacious and hungry.
That was a really good impression.
Jabs. So many. Everyone else is so good at the Trump. I can do. I'm trying to get it one word at a time. I only have thousands more words. Actually,
I love one word.
He doesn't really have that big of a vocabulary, does he? There's not too many more words. Look behind the curtain. The Red Sox just took the lead 4-3. We're not doing behind the curtain. Get out of here. The surfboard's back here. Eric, I think it's time for our next famous segment. I'm just looking.
What is it?
I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at the clock right now.
Is it?
It's time.
Fuck,
It's
it is. What? That's how I talk now.
No.
Why are you laughing at me?
No, save it.
Just can't. No, when I get stressed out, this voice has just been coming out, and I don't know.
Eric, it's 9. It's 9 right now. It's 9.
Fuck, it is. Oh my god.
Open up the Nup News at 9. This is the nuptial news at 9. It's the Nup News. You're not doing it with me? Okay. Thank you. This is. Oh my god. This is the nuptial news at 9. Please listen on the 9s. It's going to make this experience go down a whole lot easier. On the 9s, the 9s. Eric, we got a lot of news to get to.
Well, then let's get to it.
Eric, this is a little old by the time this is dropping, but we're the Pete and Ariana. Should we talk about it? You wanted to talk about it when they got engaged. I did not want to. Now that they're split up, I really want to talk about it. Do you want to talk about it?
I feel like I need time to process it. It's weird. I've been talking to Pete. I've been talking to Ariana about it, and
yeah.
They're both fine. I'm fine. They're fine.
Hey, if they're fine, you're fine. That's how you feel about it. It
sucks.
Do you think these other young Hollywood celebs, who like the Justin Biebers of the world, and I forget who the other dipshits were that got engaged and are way too young?
Who got engaged on the back of that?
Yeah. Are they going to follow suit? Do they follow suit now?
At this point in I'm 36 now, and so
really?
I just want everyone to do what is best for them.
Wow. Don't go too far out on a limb.
What?
Don't go too far out on a limb and make a statement.
I just want everyone. It's just so hard now.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
I just want everyone to be happy. I just want everyone to be happy, and I wanted to, if they live in a public world, I hope Biebs doesn't get disengaged.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this was a good one. Let's go on to a real topic where I have an actual news article.
What do you got?
I got.
Now what do you got?
Maybe you heard about this. This is from ABC News. This woman canceled her wedding, then donated her venue to a couple she'd never met. Did you see this, Eric? Did you hear anything about this?
Wow.
This
no.
24-year-old gal. Boy, she's just a peach. She's a blonde 24-year-old gal. Her name is Colby Sanders.
She's a baby.
She's
Colby?
Her name's Colby Sanders. She's from Tyler, Texas. Now, unfortunately,
good God, does that sound white? That was the whitest. All right, I'm sorry.
She seems cool. Hey, and she did a good thing, Eric. Yeah. Let me explain what's going on. Unfortunately,
what did she do?
Unfortunately, she backed out of her engagement. Her wedding wasn't going to go through, but she had already paid for the venue. There was it was non-refundable. So what she did was she made a Facebook post, and she said, "This is long. This is a long shot, but since my wedding venue has been paid for in full already, I've decided to donate my venue, valued at $3,500, to a couple to use for their wedding day." So this went viral. She got a bunch of people sending in. They're like, "Yeah, we want to come do this for free." She put all the names in a bucket, and then she pulled a winner, and she gave away this venue and I think a prepaid wedding photographer as well to this lucky winning couple. Isn't that fun?
What does she get out of it?
I'll tell you what she gets out of it. She gets peace of mind knowing that she could help this couple who actually the couple they picked was very appropriate because her grandfather was fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Their wedding was not set to happen for another year. They wanted to move it up. And
they just had to get it because pancreatic cancer is no fucking joke, man. That shit works quick.
Yeah, it's a fast one. So they ended up being able to do it a year beforehand. Her grandpa was there. They had the venue. They had the photographers. I think that's a nice Nup news. What do you think?
But what did she get out of it? Did the couple buy her a car? Did they take her to Disney World? Did they give her a movie
She's
pass?
just doing a good thing. She
just did it just to do a good thing.
You call it a mitzvah? What is it when you do a good thing for the Jewish people, Alec? A mitzvah? She's doing a mitzvah. Can't you just do something? Can't you pay it forward, Eric?
I'm confused. But what did she get out of it? Like, what did she get?
Well, she was on Good Morning America. Is that what you're looking for?
But she didn't get like a car or like a sandwich or like a new baseball glove or
she got a new first baseman's mitt. out of the whole thing. It says right
got a
here.
mitt out of
Yeah,
it.
she got
Rawlings.
She got a
People at
Rawlings first baseman mitt.
Rawlings got a hold
Yeah,
of it.
it says right here at the
Got a hold
bottom.
of it.
That's so. Yeah, she got a first baseman's mitt and a trip to Good Morning America. Oh, that's sweet.
It is. It really is. And it's cool that it came out the way that it came out, the way that it worked out with the grandfather and everything.
I don't know if we should do feel good stories anymore on Up News
Why? Why? That was. I feel good.
because we just have nothing to say on them. We can't riff on that. It's just a happy
we
story.
just did.
You're right. And shout out to Rawlings. They're not sponsored.
Yeah, thanks a lot for Rawlings. If you're listening, I could use a mitt.
Let's close up the Nup News for this week. Close it up, Alec. That was the Nup News. Eric, I feel like we should get right into the show. You got anything before we get going?
No, I don't at all, Dan.
All right. Well, stick around because we have two people coming in. A married couple
Powerhouses.
coming in to our house. Susan Burke.
Lovely couple.
Matt Peters. You know him. You'll love him. Stick around. We got him on the show. Thanks for listening.
Milk me.
Welcome back to the Spacious Forever Dog Studios. We're sitting here with Susan Burke and Matt Peters. Thank you for joining us, you guys.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for doing the show, you guys. This is nice.
This is nice, Eric. I want to get right into your guys' wedding because you guys are a married couple, and you're a third married couple to be on at the same time.
Oh, most of them come in separately?
Most of them, well, it's Groomzilla, so it's like a little.
Just the boys.
Usually boys, but we bring in the girls too. But yeah, usually independently.
So you're messing with our real dog talk.
No.
It's woke dudes.
No.
So like, yeah.
Oh boy.
We're very.
Oh boy.
No, Eric, I say this. We're open armed to like the shifting gender roles. It doesn't have to be dog talk.
I'd prefer it not be.
Okay. Do you want to
Yeah,
put
no
the
dog
dogs
talk.
back in?
Yeah, I know. I didn't bring any with me anyway.
Okay, good.
I got some dogs.
What if Susan just had all the dogs?
Just like, okay, here's the filth talk now about getting married.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a bunch of dogs talking gross talk.
The filthy business of marriage.
About
Yeah.
You know how guys are with weddings.
Well, I should just let Eric take this over
dog
because
villains.
Eric's wife, Drew, made your guys' wedding cake, and she was like very involved in your wedding.
She did a great job too.
It was the best wedding cake ever.
Yeah?
Yeah, she did a really great job.
And I was helping her set up, and so we missed the ceremony, and then everyone was talking about how good how amazing the ceremony was during the reception.
Oh man.
And I was like, everyone's like, oh my god, that fucking ceremony. You know, it's like,
The fucking
I
ceremony?
know. The fucking ceremony was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So I
they
had
were
this,
whispering and not shouting.
Yeah.
What
They were
a
just like-
ceremony!
Well, that was later.
Yeah, good.
The shouting happened later in the hotel room. But no, did we stay in the hotel? No, we just went because it was like in Ventura, right?
Yeah, in Camarillo,
Right.
Okay,
Camarillo.
Maria.
Yeah.
Okay.
near the outlets in outlet malls.
Yeah.
Crucial. Good choice.
We got married at J. Crew
I'm
at
a
our
J. Crew guy.
reception.
Yeah, I guess and the outlets.
Yeah, no, that's not true. We got married on an avocado farm,
Oh, nice.
McCormick Ranch.
McCormick Ranch. House,
Shout
yeah.
out.
Okay. Avocado, very California.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like sort of an oasis in that area. Like there's
Yeah.
surrounded by super tall trees. There's a lot of shade and coverage. And then outside of the ranch area is just garbage.
Farmland, yeah. Well, farmland. There's like outlets, and then you drive a little
Well,
ways,
it's like-
and then there's farmlands, and then there's that place.
It's like functional farmlands. It's like that's where all the shit in California, like
Yeah.
a lot of the produce in California comes from that region. I think, like
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
like, but yeah, and then the ranch is just like it was like an oasis because it was like it feels to me like where Sean and Tessa's wedding was, like in Central Coast. But it wasn't. It was in
closer,
Camarillo where all
yeah.
the farms are.
and it was we paid for our own wedding. We didn't have a huge budget, and so we looked all over the place, and it was like really affordable, especially for what it was. Like we had looked at a few places, and we're like, okay, like we looked at one place right before that was pretty cool. That was like a public park, but it had swastikas all over the place.
Oh.
Not
What?
Yeah, not Nazi swastikas, but like it was built in the 20s, and
like Indian swastika?
like Indian swastikas, kind of like in the tiles. So they were like, but then it was like, well, that's weird. And then there was a sign that said, why are there all these swastikas?
Right.
And it explained it. But the sign made it worse. And we're like, well, we can't get married there because
it was a beautiful place,
was
but
really
it really
beautiful.
would have.
Yeah.
With a bunch of, and it was mostly comedians.
Right.
And I think it would have
and we're also
stolen the show.
extremely white people. So
Right.
it just like, if we were like mixed race couple or something, like, that might be
Get by.
okay.
Yeah.
Because we'd be like,
Yeah.
well, obviously this isn't what we believe in.
For some people, that
Yeah.
would be a gold mine of a find for like a wedding location for like some neo-Nazis.
For neo-Nazis, it would
right.
be perfect. Yeah. Yes.
Not so for you guys.
Not so for us. No,
Okay.
we were, and that was, pre-Trump and everything. Like it seemed like that's something
Yeah.
you could just brush off. But
Right.
now, especially people would be like, "Hey, remember
Yeah.
when those guys got married at the Nazi
Yeah.
ranch?"
Something that doesn't
are
look
you
good in
Nazi
pictures
trying to
looking
have a
back.
wedding on the cheap?
But
we
then
really dodged a bullet.
yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't gonna go there. But we're like, that was the most affordable place, and we know why it was affordable because of that. And then
So
Yeah.
funny.
and then we found the same day, but we had I looked online a lot.
Yeah.
And then we found that place and we're like, oh my gosh, we can actually afford this.
Yeah. How long ago did you guys get married?
A little over 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What month?
July.
Okay. All right. Midsummer.
Midsummer, July 6th, yeah.
Okay. And so you find your avocado farm. What were you thinking before you found this avocado farm? Like you were going to have to do how many? Was it a big wedding? Were you?
It was
pretty
pretty big, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the head count? Final head count?
I think 180.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
big.
It's pretty good
It
size.
was- yeah, and it was like one of those things where all the family that we invited, that were like, they're not
Yeah.
going to come.
They
They
all
all came.
Yeah.
Like everybody,
Yeah.
everybody came. So
Yeah.
it was like a ton of people on Matt's side of family, a ton of my family, and then a ton of friends. So it was like, it was a lot of people, but I think everyone had fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we've heard that a lot because most of the weddings that we talk about on the podcast are in California, and people are just trying to come to
Yep.
California.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, cool, a wedding. That's like the best reason to go anywhere.
Totally.
And yeah.
Totally. Actually, did you ever, this is kind of off topic, but did you ever talk to Josh Slate about work in Baltimore?
I did. He was working on House of Cards.
Oh, and
and
then-
he was like, yeah, we're like already staffed up, and then he just told me to go to the Maryland film director, which I like. I tried look for I have to look for entry level jobs and stuff, and all that stuff was union, and I don't have any of that.
Oh,
I haven't worked on set in that way.
well,
But he was really nice.
he's great. Well, the reason I mentioned him is because he's a director that I worked with on a film, and I was like, he's not gonna come. But then he came, and I was like, really? He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then he was a fan, because I had been my friend Eric is gonna contact you, and then a few days later he texted me and was like, I saw him do comedy. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
So
that makes me feel
are
good.
you guys both from the East Coast, or where are you guys from?
I am. I'm
Yeah.
from Virginia originally. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm from Casper, Wyoming. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So both you had family traveling down to
Yeah.
SoCal.
SoCal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now our
And it was so beautiful. It was such a SoCal. Because it had all the SoCal trappings. It was pretty close to the water. The mountains are right there, and it was on a farm, and it was kind of deserts all around anyway. And it was just, oh god, it really delivered.
Oh, thank you.
And I feel like it really looked like $1 million. It felt like a big budge wedding. So it surprises me that you guys say it was low budge, because it felt big budge.
Thank you. No, it was
Because it was
low
the
budget.
space
Yeah,
was
we made
so
our
wide
mind stretch.
open. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I worked on it for a long time.
yeah, we had been engaged for over a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But I feel like I'm really good at wedding planning now. So now it's I'm I like to do flowers for friends' weddings because I feel like we had so many friends help out. Well, just Drew making the cakes and doing stuff for free.
Yeah.
And we could bring our own alcohol. So it was we bought a ton of alcohol at Costco a month before, and we lived in a really small guest house, and I'm sober, so it was our living room was just full of Like our
Yeah, it took
cats
up
were
half
like
the floor.
climbing these
Yeah.
like mountains of beer and wine and stuff. But it was just like just the ridiculous like reading reviews of like affordable Trader Joe's wines and then going and buying a bunch and like doing our own flowers, doing our own like buying mason jars from these people on Craigslist that might have been porn stars. I don't know.
Oh yeah, do you remember
Oh.
what? Yeah, it was weird. Where did they live?
They lived in the valley.
Chatsworth?
Oh yeah.
Chatsworth is a big porn area, right?
It was near. It was in that area. I don't know. I think they were a band
I think they, but
with like a porno name.
Oh.
Do you remember what they were?
it was
Porno for Pyro.
it was Perry Farrell. It was so crazy.
That guy loves mason jars.
Oh
He
yeah.
sells them on Craigslist. It was like hey.
Moonlights as a wedding planner.
No, it was like some girl. I don't know. Like she wasn't even there. We knocked on the door.
Snatch magnet.
Yes, it was like Snatch Ring. They had a big banner.
Call. Yeah.
So
We got like 100, more than 100.
No, we got like 250 mason jars for like $70.
Whoa.
From a bunch of people and a band called Snatch Magnet.
Yeah, we watched
What were
them.
they doing with all those? I would hope so.
There's gonna be some.
Yeah, we had to,
that was definitely
we
gonna be
had to
some weird
clean them.
merch.
We
There was
had to
gonna
clean them
be
like
some
10
weird
times
merch.
just to get on.
Yeah.
No, they were super clean. They were in boxes. I think she just like ordered. I think she just did that as like a side gig, like ordered stuff online or something. And
They
sold
like
it.
use them for an event, maybe for a snatch
for
magnet
Snatch
show.
Magnet. But it was like a nice house on the outside, and then we got in, and there was like someone was sleeping in the living room, but like on a bed. Like they had a bed in the living room.
Oh, okay.
And
It was
then
a
they had
pullout, though.
was it? I don't know. It was a very strange memory, and they had a big banner that said Snatch Magnet.
Magnet. And did a thought cross your mind, like maybe we asked Snatch Magnet to play the wedding?
They did.
man.
They were really
They were
good.
really good.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
They only played to me. They only played to me in the park.
We should have invited
Yeah.
them just to find out.
And it was tasteful, like they did acoustic versions.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
all
yeah.
their,
Unplugged
really
Snatch Magnet is the way to go.
Yeah. Lead singer. Yeah.
So I sort of know what you're saying about wanting to be a wedding planner after you do the DIY of it
Wait.
all, like plan your own wedding, because it's like you go through it. How you plan your wedding for over a year,
Yeah, I mean, really planning like 6 months, I guess.
Right.
You know, like not,
right?
but yeah.
But you like learn all these things, and then like the potholes to avoid, and then you're done, and then you never do it again.
then you never do it again. Yeah, but yeah. So
Yeah. So is there any advice
But then you
that
keep on
like,
doing it.
I keep
sticks
on.
out?
I keep on doing flowers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say that you did Sean and Tessa's the flowers for Sean and Tessa's wedding?
yeah.
Did we already talk about that?
I did. We didn't talk
How
about
many?
it.
How many have you done?
And then Sean and Tessa's. I done
Emily and Christians.
Emily and Christian's. I did Julia and Mike's, and
You're about to do.
I'm about to do my friends Gigi and Camille's wedding on November 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Damn, that's kind of a lot.
I know.
That's like
Yeah. And you're not charging for any of these.
No.
Well, we had two of those. We've had like two of those couples on. We had Tess and Sean, and we had Christian and Emily on.
Oh, awesome. And all they talked about was flowers. and
Pretty
moms.
much. It was like
Yeah.
too much
love
content
the
on
flowers.
flowers. We had to edit a bunch of flower talk out.
Well, I feel like because of Drew making our cake, like, because it was like, she put so much work into that, and it was
Yeah.
so beautiful, and it was so delicious. And
Yeah.
like it was, I feel like I had like karmically owe people, like,
Yeah.
it's a thing I can do. And it's always like,
Yeah.
I offer it, and then I'm like, but if you want to get a professional, like, you know,
Right.
like, know that I won't be
Yeah.
offended, you
Yeah.
know? And then,
Yeah.
like Emily and Christian, like because she had a wedding planner that was like, please do not use your friend, please. She like told her like several, like, was like, don't use your friend. And then I was
Weird
like, you can
control issue.
you can go ahead and like not use me. That's totally fine. And she's
Yeah.
like, no, I want to use you. Like,
Yeah.
And then I felt like the pressure though, because it was just like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
gotta.
Why didn't she want you guys there? Did you ever figure that out?
I think she wanted her friend to do it, but also I think she was worried because a lot of times like the people who do the flowers will then like take the flowers away with them. And so I think she was worried that like there's going to be a bunch of flowers that she'd have to like clean up, but they also hired like PAs for the day kind of to clean everything up anyway.
Smart.
Yeah, it was really smart. So I knew like that wasn't going to be, you know, my job anyway. But
Yeah.
like she was
Yeah.
like very like, are you sure you want your friend to do it? Because I've seen this turn out really bad.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have a wedding planner.
No.
Yeah. So neither did we, but my wife is sort of in events, but we ended up like cleaning up for ourselves. Was there any like,
Oh, we did too.
did you have to do that too?
We actually, We did not plan.
That was what
on
we.
that at all.
That
Same
was
for us.
bad. We
Yeah.
did not plan on
We
that.
were one of the last people to leave, actually.
Yeah.
And we were like cleaning stuff up, and like we had a pretty big wedding party, so we were kind of told them, like, we were like, do you guys mind like cleaning up? But then like some of them had left, like, you know,
Yeah.
it was just like,
Yeah.
and then just like kind of random people, like Mike O'Connell was like carrying stuff and was like,
I remember that.
well, he was like, you should not be wearing that wedding dress, carrying things, like, my lady, like,
And
like,
it was kind of late too, wasn't
It
it?
was pretty late.
and then
It was like for as weddings go. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and we
Yeah,
could
like you're looking for glass and a big open field in the dark.
I remember.
There was like a lights off.
Yeah, because
yeah.
that was the one thing about the place we rented was awesome, but there was like a lights off, like
Hard out.
11:30, hard out.
Yeah.
Like, so
The animals have to sleep.
I know, because there was a bull and there was some sheep, and I guess
Oh, really?
yeah, and the lady who
Yeah.
lived there, she was just stern. Like, she wasn't like mean, but she was
She
definitely
was an
like
avocado farmer?
she was a mean old avocado farmer.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
did.
mean, there's some like real ranch people in that. That's like
Sure.
the real ranchy part of California.
Yeah.
There's some like real fucking ranch folk. I have like a vague memory because she was like around where you guys took the photos, right? Like the bridal party photos.
I think she might have come out.
Wasn't
and,
that like around where the animals were?
Yeah. And then she
Yeah.
went in. She went in and like wasn't around
Yeah.
during the wedding, but she was.
Yeah.
She got like really mad. Well, we didn't have a wedding planner, but our friend AJ, like, he sort of like he and his wife like set up our like cheese and stuff like they kind of and like told people like when to do stuff, you know. So they were very helpful with that. But she like yelled. She like freaked out at him for like.
Really?
Yeah, she like really yelled at him because he like drove on the dance floor because he was dropping something off.
Oh.
And I guess that's a good reason to
Yeah.
freak out at somebody.
Yeah.
But she was like, and then my sister was like, that lady's really mean. And like, you gotta talk to her. And I was like, I'm not gonna go talk to her.
That mean old cuss. I'm not talking that mean old cuss.
I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I just want to get married. Just I'm really sorry.
Yeah. And then she turns the lights out and shuts the door and goes to bed, and you guys are like looking for all your stuff in the dark, or what?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Although,
No, they didn't actually turn the lights off. They just.
did they give us a warning?
I think they.
Were they like 10 minutes?
Wow.
I think they maybe came out and told somebody. And then I was freaking out though. Like, I was like, we gotta go. Because we get charged like extra,
Yeah.
and
Right.
we'd already paid and stuff. So it was just like, you
Right.
know, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was kind of freaking out. But that was the only time I freaked out on the day. Like, it was like a great day except for that. Like, just
yeah,
like,
but
okay.
at that point, well, I think we were both pretty like high from the
Yeah.
experience.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, we were really excited. I was just like, come on, everybody.
Yeah, but our friends were
everyone was
pretty
great.
amazing. Like,
Yeah.
There was
yeah.
a lot of people like pitching
Everyone
in.
was. Yeah, it was awesome.
It was great.
I've been that
It was
friend
really
before.
good.
Yeah, where like it is funny when the bride and groom are like cleaning up on the night of their own wedding, but like there are inevitably people see that and they're like, "Oh, what are you? Yeah, we'll help you do this
Yeah.
if you got to get out of the venue and go to the bar or whatever."
Yeah, everybody wanted to help out. It's pretty
Yeah.
great.
It was a great wedding. It was a particularly hot dance floor.
It was.
Oh.
Johnny Pemberton.
That did,
Yeah, Johnny Pemberton DJ.
brought it.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
He really did.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
He just got eloped, didn't he? Like, I think he just got married.
What?
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they eloped in Hawaii.
Oh, that's
Groomzilla's
awesome.
bombshell. You heard it here first.
Oh my
Groomzilla's.
gosh.
Johnny eloped in Hawaii.
How long ago?
I don't know. He was just he just did my show last month, and he was wearing a ring, and he was talking about being married, and I was like, "What?" And then he's like, "Yeah."
I got to hit him.
I haven't talked to him
I
in
gotta
a
hit him
while.
Oh my
time.
gosh, we haven't talked to him in a long time. Now he's a married man.
Congratulations, Johnny. Let's talk.
Brie.
Let's unpack
Johnny
this
and Brie.
cake. Let's unpack the cake and why it was so great. What flavor of cake was it?
It was like a strawberry cake. Yeah, it was like a vanilla and strawberry, and then the icing was like cream cheese.
like a cream cheese.
It was
Yeah.
so
It
good.
was a creamy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
really.
It was so good.
But in addition to the cake,
Yeah.
which was like a beautiful two-tiered.
No, well, it was just a one. The actual cake was wait, maybe it was 2-tiered.
It was like two cakes. It was two little
Yes,
cakes and then
2
a bunch
little
of
cakes.
cupcakes.
So it was like a little 2-tiered.
But I think they were on 2 tiers. There were like
Yes.
tiers of cupcakes.
And then a bunch of cupcakes.
Tons of
And I got
cupcakes.
that wood from Nick Offerman. There's my
right.
celebrity name drop.
Wow.
No,
From his
shit.
wood shop?
Yeah.
We had
Oh,
some
very
of that
cool.
wood. We
had that wood?
carried some of that moved across. That wood moved across the country with us.
Yay, good. It
Celebrity
was
lumber.
really nice wood.
We talking cherry? What are we talking about? Walnut?
I actually
cheap
don't
one.
know. Well, it's
okay.
funny because I feel like 3 months after we got married, like every like Michael's or like Joann's or whatever, you could get like wood slabs, right?
Yeah.
But like I looked high and low for wood, and then I know him a little bit because he acted in a movie that I wrote, but like I don't like know him well. But I was like, he knows wood.
Yeah, I think he does.
So I wrote him, and he was like, yeah.
I want to say it was pine. Does pine get that big?
Pine's a softwood.
Yeah, no, I think it was like a harder wood.
Probably a hardwood.
It was a nice. I mean, it was beautiful, and
because it had the bark around it, and it was really pretty.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it's much prettier than what you could buy at like Michael's.
Yeah.
But I would have totally settled for like just because I just wanted to make a stand.
Right.
He couldn't find that anywhere.
So you got it
Do you
from
guys
him,
want
or he
your
made
wood
something?
I got it from him, but I got the pieces from him, and then I made a stand.
Gotcha. Okay. 5 years ago, it sounds like you guys were like, we just had John Gaberson here last week, and he was like 5 years ago also, and mason jars, all this, the wood. It sounds like you guys were like ahead of the curve on the hipster DIY sort of.
The rustic chic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Played.
And,
Yeah. Well, did it feel like that when you guys were doing it?
No.
No, I still like
No,
that.
and I still like it too.
I still like it today. Yeah.
Well, I think it's kind of the appropriate aesthetic for like an outdoor California wedding. You know,
Definitely.
I think like, you know, what if we had like fancy wine glasses and stuff like that would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, mason jars are super cheap if you get them from the
Snatch magnet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Snatch Mag.
Yeah.
I think that they were like going to incorporate some sort of gross like urine for the merch. Like they were just going to like sell jars of urine, but then the like urine guy fell through, and then so they're like,
Why did they need a urine guy?
I know. It's pretty much everybody.
we got all these jars now.
Is the urine guy?
No, I mean,
he
we're using a lot of urine really fast.
He's got the yellowest, foamiest pee.
Most acrid smelling urine. We're going to use his.
he can't come to the phone because
Stuck up in the bed. Yeah, he can.
He was the guy sleeping on the bed.
He's
in the living room.
always peeing.
No, he's always like drinking Gatorade and eating asparagus. So he's got like
Yeah, when he's not peeing,
It's
he's
an
drinking
ongoing-
Gatorade.
Yeah.
We also, sorry.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
At the time, we had we're sort of obsessed with chalkboard paint.
Oh my god! Yeah, you're ticking all the boxes
Yeah,
here.
so the mason jars were painted with chalkboard paint so that you could write your name on it, so no one
Perfect.
would take your
I was
guess.
pretty new to it
that's right.
Yeah.
around that time. Like
I
we were
love
using it around our apartment
Yeah.
and stuff, or not apartment, but the guest house.
Yeah.
Just painted it on cabinets and crap.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the chalkboard wall in our kitchen. We put a calendar on it. Changes every month. We have the wine glasses with the chalkboard on the bottom, so you can tell whose wine glass.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm familiar with the chalkboard paint.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where was the cocktail area? It was like around the side. It was like the front of the house, and it was like felt like real classy, like by like a Beverly Hills like outdoor pool or hotel area.
Oh,
And then you like go, and it was like also like it felt like that's where the cocktail hour was, wasn't it? It was like in a different part.
it was in a different part. Yeah, it was like the front of the house, sort of. There was like a yard, and that's where like the reception and dance floor and everything were. And then there was like a kind of like tree area where the ceremony was, and then like another part, which we didn't get to go to the cocktail hour at all because we were busy taking pictures. But when we got all our cheese from Costco and Trader Joe's, and like. And it went really fast. Because I really wanted some cheese.
Yeah.
And then it was all gone.
Yeah. People like cheese.
Oh, and the food was you had like fried chicken. I remember the fried chicken really well, and it was like mac and cheese, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And that was a place called like Stonefire Grill. That's like a small chain. Like there's one in Pasadena and there's one in Thousand Oaks. And that was so affordable. It was
nice.
so great. It was like, I'm talking about like the Priceline of weddings.
Yeah.
I
I think that's the way
that's what
most
we're
people
looking for.
go into it.
Yeah.
People
like,
spend a ton of money on food.
so
though.
much money
Yeah.
on food, but it was great because they had chicken and like tri-tip, like barbecue tri-tip, but then
That's what it
they
was,
had like mac and cheese and like a kale salad and like quinoa and then like breadsticks. So there was like stuff for vegans, stuff for vegetarians, and stuff for kids.
Yeah.
I mean, not
ate a lot.
super hearty stuff for vegans, but you know.
Yeah. They can get by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting hungry thinking about fried chicken. So we sort of talked about the cleanup at night. But were there any sort of things that stuck out as like if you're giving advice to someone doing their wedding right now? Like, was there anything looking back you would have done differently besides like the cleanup aspect of things? Sounds like it was a pretty smooth operation.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think the cleanup would be the only thing.
I would have planned a speech.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you were so
What?
good.
What are you
Oh my
talking
God,
about?
You were incredible.
It was terrible.
Like a speech?
Like a thank you, sort of like thank you all for coming.
Yeah,
kind of
but
thing.
it's just like, oh, I kind of forgot about that obligation.
Yeah.
But that's the best part because then you just go off the cuff and then you're just like your sweet self and you were
No,
just
but I'm
honest.
not
and you-
terribly confident in my ability to improvise.
But
and
and Matt's dad performed the wedding because his dad is a minister
Oh, really?
for free.
Yeah.
for free. Yeah, that's another.
I slipped him a 50 under the table. Should I have not done that?
Oh man, that's super
Nice.
generous of you.
I heard I said it's very Armenian. It's like, I heard the ceremony is very, very tasteful. Here you go, buddy.
There was a worry that it might not be tasteful.
And nothing says extra tasteful. Thank you for being tasteful, like a sweaty 50 palmed into your
It's true.
Grease and the preacher.
Yeah. So what did you just ended up? You wanted that moment back just because you wanted to just. It sounds like went fine. How did the thank you not go well?
I just thought I could have been more eloquent.
Yeah.
I felt that way for a while, but especially after going to Sean and Tessa's wedding.
I can actually speak to that. Are you talking about Sean's speech?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in here like 3 weeks before, and he said he planned it out, and he had planned it out like a year in
Yeah.
advance.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, but
Yeah.
I was just like, oh,
Well, I
man,
think
that
we
was
worked on our
fantastic.
vows.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's one or the other, right? Like,
I guess so.
Yeah. It's not
I
really
don't think
on the.
anybody wants you to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not really on the groom and the bride to be like making a big speech.
They want
that
you to
night.
break down. They want you to be like just fucking
Just
stuttering
crying.
over how grateful you are. Like they just want you to be like a blubbery mess. That's what they want.
Yeah. And
The
that's,
animal.
yeah.
That's
And we
what
had
they
great speeches. Like, we had friends and family had great speeches.
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
We had a lot of speeches. That was like maybe, I think people liked it.
No,
Was it a
you had
comedy
normal,
wedding?
I
Like,
thought it was
yeah.
a normal amount of speeches. I think your speeches were the template that, and Dan and Wendy's also, that we went with. Because I mean, like that's the best part. To me, is like when the people who have been there, you know, along the way, like the whole way of the relationship, who've seen the growth of the relationship, who've seen the growth of the people individually, and they just like those are the speeches that people come to see. I feel like is the other people who are
Right.
just there to like shine fucking love, and then you guys are just that was so incredible. It was like, and then, like, and plus like you were performers, so there was like Emily and Lizzie did like a fucking didn't they?
Yeah, they
it was,
did a
like,
thing
so-
together. It was so funny.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah.
like family members of mine come up to me and are like, "We saw Davey on a commercial," because Davey did a great speech,
Yeah.
and like he
Oh, that's right.
he really, I think, like just super impressed people. Were like, and because then and he
Davey
was
Johnson?
Davey Johnson,
Yeah.
yeah, and like I think too,
And Wyatt,
And Wyatt, yeah.
was like Wyatt Sinak was the MC.
Yeah,
the
he
whole
was the
thing.
That
MC.
wasn't the plan. I think he was basically like, all right, I suppose
yeah,
I'll
they
have to do
planned
this.
AJ was gonna do it, and then I think he just got like nervous.
Why it was a trooper.
Well, yeah, I mean, why? Like, come on,
Yeah.
this is why
Yeah,
it's a
that's
great,
great.
a great.
I'm repping his show.
You are,
Good
yeah.
get. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the HBO show?
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool hat.
Yeah, thanks. He's a good buddy.
That's cool.
To you, no, just kidding. To me too. I don't know why I said that.
That's the first thing he said is, "I'm only here for Matt."
It was pretty funny. Like he, I don't know. I don't know if he was still on the Daily Show at the time, but like I had
I don't think so. I think he
Yeah, I think
he had
just
just
left.
left.
I think.
but my aunt, Lindsay, who has almost like a southern transatlantic accent and is very sophisticated, and I think has never cared about any comedy that I've
Celebrity.
been a part of,
Yeah.
like celebrity culture. But she's watched the Daily Show because I think
Yeah.
she's
DC
politically
lib-
astute.
Yeah.
Lib, yeah.
She's a lib.
Yeah.
But she walked up to him. She's like, "Honey, I know you. I know your face, honey. Anyway, I know you from somewhere. But anyway, you're gorgeous." I was like, "All right."
He is gorgeous.
He is.
He's gorgeous. Also, like that's like people don't care about celebrities in this area, like in the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area, because it's all like politics. Politics of the celebrities are in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't give a fuck.
That's why you tried to get James Carville at your wedding, right?
Yeah, I couldn't wrestle him down. He's a slippery.
He's very slippery.
I couldn't get a hold of him.
Yeah. So July wedding, Eric mentioned it was hot. Did you feel the heat? That's my biggest thing with going to weddings these days.
I did not at any point say it was
You didn't? Did I imagine that?
No, it was really nice.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
kind of breezy.
It was nice medium.
We benefited from the coverage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and there's a lot of coverage. Yeah, it was good. I think we at the ceremony site, like where we were standing, was hot. But where everyone was
your guests were
sitting,
comfortable.
I think was comfortable.
That's the way you want it.
Yeah, because the sun was shining brightly.
It was a pretty short ceremony.
Yeah.
Right? It was pretty,
Yeah. And then your vows and stuff, did you guys get emotional? Were you scared you weren't going to get emotional? How did that go down?
we didn't cry or anything.
We had already read them to each other.
We had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't save it for the moment.
Yeah, but we read it like the night, like a couple nights before.
Okay.
So
Just gave each other some notes.
No, we just yeah. Well, we wrote each other's, and then no, just kidding. No, we
Wait, Dan, did you guys not do that?
No, we went in blind. We didn't know what each other was saying.
Oh.
Did you?
We shared like notes and stuff.
Oh.
I didn't like really write mine out, but I'd taken like a bunch of notes, and then Drew had taken a bunch of notes and written most of it out, and then we like showed each other a little bit. Because you kind of, you have to kind of. I feel like, but you guys, Dan and Wendy, naturally had.
We had our officiant looked at both of them to make sure we were in the same ballpark.
Oh yeah.
That's
Like
nice.
tonally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like he's my good friend from. I'm married to Wendy's sister is married to my friend from high school. So like,
Oh, cool.
and that's who officiated our wedding. So he knows us both very well, and he just looked at them both and like, yeah, you guys are good. What about now? You guys are married. You have a son named just one kid, right?
Just one,
Alistair, and
Alistair.
Yeah.
Stir, and then now you guys just went to a wedding. Now you're married. You have the kid. How are you at attending weddings, and what do you go in looking for in like a wedding weekend? Do you like going to weddings? Are you over them?
Oh no, I love going to weddings.
How many have you been to
I
with him?
force myself into people's weddings.
Right. You come with flowers, and you're saying you're going to use these flowers.
We've been to a few since he's been born. I think Emily and Christian's was the first.
And he didn't go to that because they had no kids.
Yeah.
So that was so he was watched at a hotel nearby and did great, but with those nannies.
Yeah. He was pretty young.
Yeah.
And then you guys' weddings, Drew and Eric, so he came. And
he was pretty big, and he had a great outfit on.
Yeah, great outfit. He was a little like it. I mean, to be totally honest, I probably would have had more fun if we would have gotten a babysitter. Like, I had such an amazing time, and I love kids at weddings. So
me too.
Like that's like I love the kids at our wedding. That was like one of my favorite things. Like besides actually getting married, but but I don't know. Like, as we do always have to leave earlier.
I didn't even fucking think about that because I was just being a groomzilla, and I was like, I just want as many little kids running around this fucking house as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And I literally didn't think of like, oh, my friends who are the parents of these children, they're going to have to leave with the children at some point because children get sleepy.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I just want toddlers running around, being all cute and dressed up.
And that's the best. Like, no, because I'm very like, I used to think when people said like no kids at their wedding, I'd be like, that what assholes? Like, who does that? You know? But now I get it. It's like, oh, okay. So, like people, and like some people don't like their kids. I love my kid, but but I think some people, it's like, oh, thank God, like I get a night out.
Right.
But I love dressing him up, and he's really, I mean, he's a big ham. So with adults, he's shy around other kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But he is a blast. But at Tess and Sean's wedding, they had a nanny there. They had some nannies there in the house. And
oh, really? To sort of like look after all the kids?
Yeah, but like it wasn't working out.
Because there were a lot of family kids.
Yeah.
There were a lot of kids in the like bridal.
There was a lot of family kids, but they were like, and they were older than Alistair, and there was like some babies, so he was like kind of the only toddler.
That
he
sucks.
did not he was not having it. They came and got
That
us
sucks.
twice.
Fuck
They came and got
Yeah.
us, and we're like, he's not having it. But then
Eric's mad.
because it said no kids. I mean,
Yeah.
so I didn't want to force him into the wedding,
Right.
Yeah.
But then it was like he wasn't having it. They were pissed. Like they saw him and were like, oh great, he's coming back. Like he's gonna.
Oh.
And then we, tried it again, and then he immediately started crying, yelling, "Mama!" And it was very sad. So
He objected to the ceremony, I think, was what that was.
he had a great time at the wedding, but he just wanted to hang out with us and the adults, and
Oh, okay.
and he was playing with the bean bags and was loving it.
Yeah. He should have just hung out with Matt. Matt Champagne was served as the gamesman of the wedding. He was he had a cornhole game set up throughout the entire wedding, and then this other old timey game that was is that lawn bowling? Is that what lawn bowling is?
Oh, maybe.
It was just a
You
bunch
talking
of
bocce?
wood. It wasn't bocce. It was a bunch of wood blocks set up in the grass, and then they all had numbers on them. I don't know. It just was some sort of fucking pastoral grass game. And so Alistair should have just hung out with the gamesmen. Should have just hung out with Champagne the whole
Champagne was I think a little mad because Alistair was jumping up and
he's
down on the beanbag thing. And
see that.
he was like, that's not what you're supposed to do.
He's the only person I know with a reputation for cornhole.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
was he really good?
I think so.
No,
and I think
but
he
he's
takes it very seriously.
stickler.
Right? Yeah.
He's not. He's okay. He's
He just
okay.
cares
But
about the rules.
He's such a rule stickler. And then it's if you're playing a game as an adult and there's a kid
Yeah.
who shows up and wants to play the game, guess what? They get to make up the rules.
Right,
'cause
and the
they're
game's
kids.
over. Yeah.
I
the
think
game's
it was
over.
by the time
The
he
game was,
messed
yeah.
Yeah.
And Alistair was putting his face through the holes. And
Yeah.
He was having a blast.
So does he remain Matt
Perfect
Champagne?
size. The game's man.
Inside joke. No.
game's man.
Speaking of
Oh, yeah,
games,
doesn't it? Yeah.
speaking of games, do you guys want to play a game?
there you
Since we play this with every couple we have, it's basically you guys are being very silent. Do you not want to play?
Was that 40 minutes?
That was, I think. Yeah, that was
Oh,
a fast
wow.
40.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Once Dan gets gibbering, the time kind of.
Once I get gibbering.
Yeah, you
Gibbering.
just talk
I've been gibbering this whole time.
nonstop, Dan.
Well, I should ask, is there anything you guys wanted to talk about, like wedding advice and like do's and don'ts before we move on to the games that you came in here just wanting to just blow out of
Rant
the
about.
water? Exactly.
I would say don't spend too much money on food,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Because I think that's where people really blow their budgets.
Right.
And,
just have a lot of
especially
it.
if you're young and your guests, I kind of assumed that a lot of our guests just wanted to have a party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because I think about Eric and Drew's wedding. That food was awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, it was I when there's really good food, that's pretty nice.
We've always sort of shot for like nail the food and nail the DJ, and
Yeah.
then the rest is sort of like
You guys did that.
icing, which it sounds like you guys did on both fronts.
Johnny Pemberton is a really good wedding DJ.
He's a really good
great.
wedding DJ.
That's good to know. It's too bad he eloped and couldn't DJ his own wedding.
It's also too bad that he has
definitely-
a really successful career as a television actor because
It's too bad he can't DJ weddings as much as he'd like to.
yes.
Because then you guys, you should quit your career too, Susan, and then you guys can just start with us
Well, yeah.
a wedding service.
Yeah.
Business.
You do the flowers, yeah.
What do we do in that scenario, Eric? I'm not really sure.
I do the grand scheming. And then you do the gibbering.
I could probably,
You do the gibber jab.
I could probably preach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
sure. You should do the speeches.
Did you take
Matt
up your
does
dad?
all the
Do you-
speeches.
Do you proselytize a little bit?
Yeah, I hassle people on the street.
Yeah.
about
But
our
he's a
Lord's
witch.
Prayer.
Waving a Bible in their face.
No, Matt's a witch. He is a preacher, but only a witch.
Yeah, I'm a dark preacher.
Well, that's a good question. Have either of you ever officiated a wedding or given speeches at a wedding?
I've given speeches,
Okay.
but I've never officiated.
But no officiating yet.
no.
Okay.
I would love to officiate a wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My dad's a fifth
my God.
generation preacher. so
Susan,
that's-
Seriously?
You should do it in.
Oh, wow. Fifth generation.
Who's getting married that I can officiate that would want me?
We're putting out the vibes. It'll come
All right.
back.
But Susan, you have to do it in your little kid in the summertime voice. Like, that'd be the creepiest. Susan does this. Can you do a little? It's in.
Can you do it and wear overalls and have a frog in your front pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Wait, no, I put you on the spot. Anyway, it's a very funny voice.
Oh, thank
And
Go. I lost his camera. Okay, I can't see you right now, Eric, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, there you are. All right.
Hi.
So that was good advice. It sounds like you should be doing a lot more weddings if you're supposed to be a fifth generation preacher. Do you feel like
I would be the sixth. My father's the fifth.
Oh, okay. Was there any pressure by him or the family to get into the same game?
Not by the family, more from like parishioners.
Oh,
stuff
okay.
at the church and stuff. I think a lot of people at the church assumed that I would go in.
Right.
They were dead wrong.
Yeah. And your dad didn't.
You should wait till
care.
you're 66. If you're the sixth generation, you should wait till you're 66 to be
There's
a priest.
the beast preach. I'm the same thing. I would have been a third generation dentist or fourth generation circus performer, depending on either my mom or my dad's background.
Wait,
What a
who's
pair.
the circus
Yeah. Holy
performer?
moly.
My mom's side of the family is all circus performers.
Whoa! Did they perform at
Isn't
your
that so
wedding?
cool?
No. My mom and her sisters and her brother were all in a family circus with my grandparents. So all of her siblings quit when they were like in high school because they grew up being in the circus and then they got out. But yeah, my grandparents were on the Ed Sullivan Show doing tightrope.
Wow,
That's incredible.
that's really
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, I mean, I think any sort of generational, it's just sort of impressive when someone doesn't. I mean, the circus is already dead, so I couldn't have gotten into the circus.
You know what is a neat thing about our families and about our wedding location, and that, I guess the last thing I'll say is that so my family are Irish sheep ranchers,
Okay.
and they migrated from Ireland to Wyoming.
You both had flocks. Both families had
flocks,
flocks.
yes. And since Matt's from Virginia, I feel like we got a place that had like an aesthetic that like honored both of our families, but
Yeah.
that was still in Southern California.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's beautiful.
Because there was real sheep there, and that was so neat.
Why? I'm confused by that. Why are there animals on the avocado farm? Is that just because it's a venue also?
Because no, it was real. Like the woman who lived there, like her granddaughters raised them for 4-H.
Oh, okay.
So there was just the space there.
So it's just cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are we ready to play the game?
Let's play the game.
Okay. This is just a basic poor man's version of the Newlywed Game.
Oh, so is this?
Oh, okay. Oh, we
Yeah.
write down. Okay.
Yeah, but you guys can't let each other see
Okay.
your answers to the questions. This is the third installment of the Newlywed Game here on Groomzilla's. The second one that we've recorded. We didn't record the second one because it was our live Groomzilla's that they didn't record for us at the festival we were at.
Oh no! What festival?
It wasn't their fault. It was a High Plains Comedy Festival in Denver. We just didn't get it recorded, unfortunately. Didn't know we wanted to record a podcast.
And I was on fire.
Eric
too.
was so funny.
Oh
I
man!
was on.
But on top
fire.
of that, I don't know if you guys know Kristen Rand and Wes Van Horn. They were playing the Newlywed Game, and it was a great, great installment of the game. Not that you have to live up to that. I'm not trying to.
Nobody knows.
Yeah,
So,
it's in the ether, so like nobody can compare it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you six or seven questions. We'll see how this goes. Don't share your answers.
Okay.
You guys can write them down. I'll play the music, and then we'll flip them at the same time. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. First question: where did you first kiss?
Dan, where did we first kiss?
Eric, do you remember when we first kissed? I think it was on Vermont after we did our foot race.
Did we kiss on the mouth?
I think we
Oh,
kissed
wait.
right on the mouth after I fell down.
That's right.
Does that sound
I do
right?
remember. I remember the taste of your blood.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Where did you first kiss? Let's see the answers. Outside our bar? Outside our bar. That's, oh my God. All right,
Ding,
we're
ding,
off to a
ding.
rip-roaring start. Was
They fell in love in Koreatown.
K-Town, the famed K-Town
It
spot.
was 1939.
I almost said outside Barcade, but then I remember that was our second kiss.
Was that after, there's some show at the R Bar, isn't there?
It's his show. It was
Matt
his show.
hosts-
It was your
Yeah.
show.
no
Blam,
longer.
blam, blam.
Yeah, blam, blam, blam.
It's not around anymore?
It's still
Still
around.
going. Paul Denke hosted. I haven't.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Okay. All right. Well,
That's,
one for one. I like-
One of the most fun shows.
It's the best
One of
show.
the most.
I birthed it. Me and Demorge Brown.
Oh, okay. This is all coming together for me. You guys ready for your second question? Mm-hmm. This is either or. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Ugh.
Do we have to?
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Eric, I know
Answer from your heart.
I know your answer,
from
Eric.
your heart. But Susan and Matt, answer from your heart. Whatever. If you want to go rogue, go rogue.
Go rogue if you feel like going rogue. You guys ready to go rogue?
I answered it.
Okay. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? What do we got?
I wrote NSTINK.
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Hello.
Instinct is funny. That's a fun play on the word.
Thank you.
I think that's the popular answer.
Yeah.
NSYNC.
Well, Justin Timberlake was in NSYNC, right? And
Yeah.
and he's so funny.
I'm a Joey
Have you
Fatone
seen
guy.
him and Jimmy Fallon together? Get those two guys. Oh my god.
I think they're really friends because they like.
They totally
They're-
are.
Yeah.
They're the best. I mean, can you imagine? They're so funny.
Oh my god! I would just love to be a fly on the wall when those two get together.
Oh my god. It's like they're famous, but it's also like they're funny guys at the bar. I
Yeah,
love them.
it's like I feel like I could hang out with them.
Oh my god, I wish.
I want to watch movies with them, like at home.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
thought
Like,
and just like clown on them, just like clown on the movies.
I think Jimmy could do
Now
like
there's
his
a bu-
impressions during the movie.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh
He's
my god,
good.
forget about it.
Yeah.
You could paint the walls with the sarcasm in this movie.
My answer is back.
Cut him a break.
Is it?
And in Denver, everybody was like in sync.
What?
Everybody.
Yeah, it was
in sync.
overwhelming.
Really?
And I'm Team Backstreet Boys for a bunch of reasons.
What?
Mainly recently because of.
You feel like Aaron Carter's been given a bad
I love
rap?
AJ. I love AJ. I love that.
Oh, is AJ the one with the hair that looks like a pineapple?
No, that guy's in
That's
NSYNC.
an NSYNC. That's
a
Chris.
pineapple.
That's
I
Chris
love that guy because he looks like a
Fitzpatrick.
pineapple.
Yeah. That's
AJ
why. That's a good reason to
AJ
vote for NSYNC because that guy's head
Okay.
looks like a pineapple.
Wait, but what about AJ?
Yeah. What about AJ? Eric?
AJ's got like a real Luke Perry
He's their
mid
bad boy.
'90s Luke.
He's their bad boy.
Yeah,
More like
But he can
lukewarm
really
Perry.
sing.
No way.
Some skin was traded on that sweet diss.
Oh man.
I heard a joke. I rarely quote jokes from Dennis Miller Live.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
From this HBO show, but I remember a monologue joke of his because that guy, AJ from Backstreet Boys went.
Yeah.
Said that he had a drinking problem, and the joke was, "I hope AJ gets into Alcoholics Anonymous."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. That sounds like a Dennis Miller.
It
joke.
does.
Dennis Miller with the boom.
Oh god.
I could see why they would be stuck in your craw for a decade. That's like swallowing gum.
Alcoholics
Sorry.
Anonymous. That was my.
That was
Miller.
pretty good.
Pretty good. That was pretty bad. Let's move on. This is a question. Now we're going to get into some questions about each of you, and hopefully the other one gets them right.
Gets them right, okay.
Yeah. So the first one is, if Susan could go anywhere in the world, she'd go to blank.
Well,
Anywhere in the world. Eric, if you could go anywhere, if I could go anywhere in the world, where do you think I would go, Eric?
Iowa.
My home state? Yeah, you're right.
Go back to
You're right.
Iowa.
What about you,
Where would I
Eric?
go?
I would say you'd
Where
come
would I
back to
go?
LA.
No, where in LA?
Koreatown.
You go to Eagle Rock.
No,
Where'd you go?
I go to Palm Springs.
That's not in LA, man.
I mean, selling
Okay.
SoCal.
Okay. If Susan could go anywhere in the world, let's look at Matt's answer first. What do you? Australia. Australia. Oh my
Yeah.
God. They're 3 for 3, Eric. These two should.
Are you guys about to go to Australia? Or
no,
what?
I scratched out Ireland.
Okay.
We're making plans.
We're making
for a
plans to
big-
go to Ireland
okay.
in March.
But the desire.
Oh,
Well, they want to
yes.
go to both, but of course. But like,
Yeah.
We'll try
Australia,
to do both in the same trip.
It's a classic Ireland, Australia
You just
1-2 punch.
hop over. The tickets are only like $1,000.
Is that what's keeping you from Australia? It's like a 14-hour flight,
Yeah,
right?
I think we'll probably go when Alistair's older too.
Yeah.
Because it's not that does we're gonna go to England and Ireland with a almost 3-year-old at the time. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
10 hours, because
Right.
he flies a lot, but all that way, and then
And And then you're in Australia. Why? What is the you want to go to Australia to see? You just never been there before?
I've just never been there, and it just looks awesome. Have you been there?
No.
It looks awesome, right?
It looks okay. I mean, I want to go there.
Ireland's my number one. That's where I want to go. And like Italy, close second. I really want to go to Italy, but Ireland is number
Italy's
one
up there for me.
If I could go anywhere right now.
I want to go everywhere, but
me
you know
too.
that's the thing because we're like, let's try to go to all these places because we're like, you know, but it's like, no, we can't go all over.
We need to invest in a very big boat.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
You could be one of those families that lives on the boat and then just travels all around.
Yeah.
Those are always good ideas.
And then our son won't know how to read, but he'll know how to like really.
But he's been to every port in the world.
No, you can
He
have
can
a
catch
school
a
teacher.
fish with his hands.
We could have a school boat.
You can have a school boat.
Yeah. All right. The question about Matt.
Sounds like so fun.
Okay, question about Matt.
Matt's favorite condiment is.
I like this.
Oh.
No, this is my
this is
question.
Eric's
This is the one I came up.
Oh gosh.
Eric, what's my favorite condiment? Come on, man.
Just yellow mustard, right?
That's yours. I was
Me?
going to say the mustard I got you for your birthday.
I'm not married to this answer, so
I know.
I will not be offended if.
Is ranch a condiment?
You got me.
Ranch is a condiment. Or is it a
Yes.
dressing?
America's made it a condiment.
Okay.
I guess
What is Matt's?
I'm going through a huge.
Favorite
huge
condiment.
ranch phase right now.
Okay. Let's see what
Huge
Matt
ranch.
said his favorite condiment is. He's not married to it. Hot sauce / sriracha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It says
Spicy sauce.
spicy
Yeah,
sauce,
I'll
yeah.
accept that. I'll accept that. Yeah.
That was me.
Spicy sauce.
That was me cheating because
Spicy sauce.
I first said barbecue sauce, and then I thought, but it might be hot sauce. So I
Yeah.
said spicy sauce would work for both.
It's pretty, that's a broad stroke. Covers a lot of ground.
I hate when you ask for hot sauce and they're like, "Oh, we don't have any hot sauce, but we have barbecue sauce."
It's totally different
It's-
thing.
I'm like,
different.
excuse me.
It's different.
You should have
at-
just written sauce. It's more of a.
Well, I thought about.
catch-all.
I wrote sauce, and then it's really close together because I
Yeah.
put
What is
spicy
Matt's
in
favorite
it.
condiment?
Sauce.
Condiments.
A condiment.
I love sauce.
Just mayonnaise.
Wait, what's your favorite condiment? Dan, what's your favorite condiment?
Me? I would say probably ranch if we're accepting, or ketchup.
Okay.
Classic.
Classic.
Where are
Yeah.
you from?
Mine's Frank's.
I'm from Iowa.
Oh yeah,
Just-
that's a ranch.
Yeah, meat and potatoes, stupid idiot. So give me the ranch. Give me the ranch.
You love it. Get
What an
over it.
unsophisticated
We're in Iowa.
palate. P.U.
He
Where
does
in
it
Iowa?
all the
Yeah.
time.
Iowa City. It's
Oh,
where
okay.
University of Iowa. Have you been to Iowa?
I've been to Iowa. Yeah, my aunt Pat, who's great, lives in Spirit Lake.
We got a lot of Aunt Pats in
Oh
Iowa.
yeah, Aunt Pat. She lives.
We were just in Okoboji.
Yeah, we're just.
Oh
in-
yeah. Okay.
Not. I mean, this summer. Yeah, we're in Okoboji.
It's
Hey.
pretty recent. Yeah.
Great.
We got 3 more. How does that sound? Or should we fast track to the end? I feel like I want to do the 3 more because
Do 'em.
this is really fun.
I'm having fun.
I asked that one about. Oh, okay. When Susan was 13 years old, she wanted to be blank when she grew up. Eric, when you were 13, I bet you wanted to play for the Lakers.
You excited for opening night?
I'm very excited.
The Celtics and Sixers are playing right now.
Yeah, they are. I'm excited for the Sixers, like, a lot. They're going to be really fun.
Yeah, boy.
I'm hoping to go to a couple of Sixers games.
Yeah, you going to check out the Wizards at all?
If fundage. Yeah, we went to a Lakers Wizards game last year,
I can
and there were
see
so many Lakers fans there that I felt bad.
Already done.
Okay. When let's see what Susan said when she was 13 years old, she wanted to be blank when she grew up. Actor / punk. Your standard.
I was gonna say.
Your
punk
standard
for
multi
Susan.
hyphenate actor / punk.
I wrote actors.
Okay. Maybe a half. I'm gonna. What do you mean by punk? Like punk
Oh,
rock?
I mean like either one. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to be a punk, but I also wanted to be an actor.
Like a punk rocker, or just like someone hanging out by
Yeah,
at the
no.
Circle K.
I think just like a punk, like just someone like that went to a lot of punk shows. I didn't really want to
Okay.
be in a
Yeah.
band.
Oh, okay.
You wanted to be somebody that would
to be
be
a-
in like Alex Cox movies.
Yeah, like I want to be like
Yeah.
a punk actor. Like I want to be like in like fucked up movies.
Wow. Okay.
It always
You want her to be like Nan Golden, like punk. What's a punk? Who's a punk act? Like, I feel like is Harry Dean Stanton a punk?
He
actor?
kind of is.
He's kind of a punk.
Yeah.
He's a little more country though.
Who's a?
He's
punk
just sort of an
actor?
outlaw.
He's a punk actor.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like kind of like Gary Oldman would have been a punk actor.
Well,
back
he
in-
was at
back
one
in
time.
the day when he played Sid Vicious. But no, like,
Henry Rollins is a punk actor.
Sure.
well, he's actually like a punk who's an actor.
Right.
But no, like,
But that's not what we're looking for.
Ooh, I got one.
Yeah.
Lori Petty.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lori
Tank Girl.
Petty's a punk actor.
Yeah. I'll accept that.
Um,
Kit. League of Their Own.
she was. Yeah, that's a great movie.
What punk doesn't
Great
have a League
punk
of Their
movie,
Own?
yeah.
I mean, hey, come on. She's pretty. She's pretty.
This is
punk.
an answer. This is a question I feel like we'd be able to answer with like several names on another day.
Of who's a punk actor?
punk
Yeah.
actor.
You know who's a punk actor, but I guess this is in the same vein as Henry Rollins, but Flea. Flea's a
Oh
punk
yeah,
actor.
Sure.
Great punk actor.
Big
Oh,
time. He's
yeah.
a good actor.
He is a good actor.
Oh, you know, and then also the guy. Pretty much everyone who's in a Jim Jarmusch movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
David Yao,
Yeah, he's like a current
that?
punk actor.
Okay.
Who's that?
frontman of the Jesus Lizard, Scratch Acid. He's in a movie that we were both in that she wrote
Oh, okay.
in Southbound. He's a rad dude.
Did they ever open for Snatch Magnet?
Snatch Magnet would have opened for them.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
big time.
Vice versa.
Jesus Lizard is like a movie in their own. They're like a band that's a movie.
Okay.
They're so performative.
Okay. So
I feel like.
I feel like I just wanted to be in like I think movies I hadn't even like seen at that point of being 13, but I wanted to be in like art movies. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
okay.
I wish I was.
I'm gonna
I wish
accept.
I was.
I'm gonna give you half points on that, Matt.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Okay.
And by the way, you were wrong. You were wrong about me. My delusion of NBA greatness had already dissipated by. the time
Oh,
I
what
was
were you at
13.
13?
I wanted to be Arsenio.
Oh, okay.
I think I wanted to be a pro basketball player until I was like 15.
Yeah, and that's where you leveled off around. What are you, 6'6"?
All right.
Sitting
All right.
down, I'm 6'6".
Yeah. All right.
Slouching.
Let's do these two more. When Matt, or what is Matt's? This was the question to Susan about Matt. Matt, what is Matt's favorite president? Or I should say who?
This is your boring ass question.
What's boring about it?
I'm just kidding. It's such a good question.
Do you know who my favorite president is?
Of course I do.
Let's hear it.
Teddy.
That's very close. That's a close. It's up there.
FDR.
Also very close. Been to. I haven't been to Teddy's house. I've been to FDR's. I got to go with George. The old George
W?
George Washington. No, yeah, George. For so long, it sounded like I was about to say George W. Bush. Are we
I
ready
might have
over
got
there
this
with the
wrong.
presidents?
I am, yeah. I think
Okay.
I might got wrong, but
Did you put FDR?
Obama.
I wrote Millard Fillmore, J.K. Barack Obama.
all right.
All right. This is. I'm going to say you guys. I'm going to take back the half point thing. You guys are having a perfect game
I
right now.
thought you might say Carter, but
That
He's a lovely man.
yeah,
That
he's
peanut
really
farmer?
Great. Yeah, that.
He's a
Are you referencing baskets?
No, but they go to the Reagan Museum and that,
Yeah,
which
they
I'd
do.
like to do
And
at some
she
point.
says, or he says, he loves Carter, and she goes, "That peanut farmer."
Oh, okay, great. James Fritz. I don't know if you guys know who James Fritz
Oh,
is.
yeah, he's great.
Do you know his joke about Jimmy Carter? How he's the only president who wasn't a warmonger, and so he made him build houses till he got skin cancer.
That's great.
Okay, final one.
Sad.
We're coming up. It's October, so both of you write down your answer to this question: Halloween movies or Christmas movies?
What about me?
Eric, I feel like you're a Christmas movie guy.
Wrong
God
answer.
damn it. Halloween's?
This is a no-brainer.
Nothing gets me juiced like Hocus Pocus.
Is it?
Hocus Pocus? Eric, I'm so glad you said that because Wendy has been just jawing about Hocus Pocus all week. We got it.
It gets me. I mean, because October is my month.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Basketball's starting, baseball's ending.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
When's your birthday?
Halloween. It's the 21st.
Matt's birthday's the 24th.
Matt's the 18th, right?
24th.
24th.
Oh, that's right, 24th. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, that's right.
Happy birthday, bro.
Couple
Yeah,
Sages.
happy birthday.
Couple Sages. Is that Sag? That's
No,
not
no, no,
Sag.
no, no, no.
Scorpio.
It's
I'm
going
a
the other way.
Libra.
Oh, you're Scorps. Okay, I'm a Scorp.
I'm a Libra.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
you're yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're right on the cusp.
You're a
there.
cuspy.
I'm on the cusp with Sag and Scorpio. That's why I got confused. November
19th.
Wow, Eric, nice pull. Halloween movies or Christmas movies? Let's flip them over. We got Halloween from Susan, Halloween from Matt. That's a perfect game.
Yeah.
They just had played a perfect game of the Newlywed Game,
Yay.
which is
now
it's this music because the YouTube channel changed, but that's fine. I like this trivia game too. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I thought of another punk actor,
Okay.
Who?
Winona.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Winona is a punk actor.
Heather's is like punk as fuck, right? That's like the punk.
I'm thinking like who are the actors that are in like the movies like Smithereens or
Like
Like
Downtown.
real, like.
yeah.
I don't know
punk that well. I'm
You know who's
realizing
a
that.
punk actor? Is,
it's a great genre.
Alex. What's his name? The guy in Bill and Ted is not Keanu
Alex
Reeves.
Winter.
Alex
Oh,
Winter.
yeah.
He's a punk actor. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he in a band? I just saw him in The Lost Boys. Great Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Great movie, yeah.
That's a great movie. He's great.
Sort of a punk movie.
That's
Fun.
kind of a punk movie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen he made a movie called Freaked?
Which is,
He directs a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
great.
moved into
really?
directing, right? Is he coming back? Are they making a new Bill
They're
and
making
Ted?
it looks, I mean, the synopsis is amazing.
Yeah.
That they still haven't written the song. That's so
I can't wait.
Have you heard about the original plot to Bill and Ted?
No.
It's so good.
Amazing.
Wait, is it vastly different?
No, it's basically the same, except for they go back in time and cause all these terrible things to happen, and they're the reason that they come from like a utopia. And they travel back in time, and they're the reason that like all this terrible stuff happened.
Oh,
so
wow.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so prophetic about
I know, isn't that amazing? But
how privileged people like ruin the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was like
my
very
God.
dark. I mean, but I don't think it was very dark. I think it was like still like a pretty wacky comedy.
Right.
They were like, this is too
Holy
dark.
shit, that's genius.
Wow.
Especially like to be an 80s movie that like, oh my god.
It's so good though. It's so
It holds up. It's
It
very
really
funny.
does.
Yeah.
I'm ready to watch that shit again.
Let's go
I'm
watch
ready.
it. Thank you both for being here. This was great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
us.
me. Us.
Love you guys. You guys
Us.
are the best.
Thanks for having me,
Thank you
Matt.
so much.
All right, Wetheads, that's going to do it for another episode of Groomzillas. That was Matt Peters and Susan Burke. How about that chat? Eric?
How great was that, Dan? Like I said, I went to that wedding, and I remember sitting there in that beautiful ranch, thinking, I hope that one day I get to talk about this wedding on a podcast.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be mine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be mine.
Right. You just wanted
But
to...
I hope that the wedding was so good, and these people are so good.
Yeah.
These people are so good.
And that talk was so good. How about the game? That's 2 for 2. Well, really 3 for 3. Again, we're not mentioning Denver. We're not mentioning the lost episode. But I think we got to have more couples back on this Groomzillas.
I think that most people just expect couples. And the fact that we haven't had, it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And we haven't had either one of our respective partners on.
Yeah.
Is funny. It's
First of
very
all,
funny.
it is nowhere close to 2 years now. It's just over a year.
Time moves so much different when you get to my age.
Here we
it
go.
moves fast.
He's 36, ladies and gentlemen. He's 36.
I'm 36.
years old.
I'm 36. I'm an old 36. A lot of miles.
You're
a lot of miles.
You're 36 going on 40. It feels like the way you're talking today.
40, I wish. 40, I wish that God bless your soul. 40, yeah. I wish.
Jabs.
Dan, what a great episode. Thank you, Wetheads. Come
That was
back
a
and
great
listen to us
episode.
and be brave out there.
Be brave.
Listen to
Share.
Lady.
If you like us, please
listen
like,
to Lady
subscribe,
to
tell
Lady.
people about Groomzillas. And until next week, Eric, I love you, buddy. Go Dodgers.
I love you, Dan. Bye.
Bye. I love you, Eric. Bye.
Forever. Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDogTeam and liking our page on Facebook.